Hello, welcome to Vandalay Guitar Repair. Thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Sean. And welcome to part 2 of this Esquire modification. So today, we're going to go ahead and probably wire up this push-pull and the tone, etc., and just wire up the pickup. So off camera, out at my outdoor, or I should say, I have a workbench out in the barn. I went ahead and drilled this control panel out and put the kill switch in, so that is ready to go. And otherwise, let's see, my soldering iron's all warmed up. We should be just about ready to go here. I'm gonna run a different ground than the way this was too, because I don't want to run a ground like this was from the factory. But yeah, this pickup gonna go right in here. And this thing's gonna look nice. Yeah. Alright, so let's put this pickup in and run the wires through there, and then we'll wire up everything else and make this thing look pretty and sound even prettier. Alright, so before we even put this in the bridge plate, I'm going to go ahead and tin these wires. This is our split for our split, and this is our ground, and black is hot on these Seymour Duncans, which is weird, but that's just how it is. So I'm just gonna, you know what? So I want to get everything tinned up. Turning on my ventilation. Might be a little loud for a second. All right, that's all it needs. And then this is a pretty easy install. I always put the screws through here first. Put my fingers on everything. I'm going to put this tubing on. That'll hold the screws, and that's of course our resistance for adjusting the pickup. Like I say, this just goes right in like that. I generally start with this first screw. Just get it started. And I find the placement for the next one. Get it started. And the third one. All right. And we'll go ahead and just kind of snug it up a little bit. And we'll adjust it later. And well, to be honest, we're not even going to do much adjusting. The customer is going to set this up himself. He's very qualified to do it. I actually have a lot of customers that that not only do setups but even build guitars. They just don't like to do the wiring, which seems to be for some reason my forte. I don't know why. All right, there we go. We'll call that good. And then this is gonna make sure I don't scratch this guitar. I'll push this right through here. Into the cavity. And then I'm going to run a ground. So let me get some wire. And what I want to do is just run a ground that's going to go like here through there, so that that should be good. A little extra. So we can ground everything off to the bridge. I leave that out because I may need it. Turn our ventilation on again. All right, again, say this all the time, don't do this at home, kids. Man, that's easy though. All right, I'm just going to tin one end of this because the other end's going to be touching the ground. There we go. Doesn't need much. I'll run this through here. And then it's just going to go like that. And it'll be held by the bridge. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with these wires going to the output, and then we'll start wiring everything else up. Okay, so everything is pretty well wired here. I have to wire obviously the pickup in and the output, and that is about it. So we have the ground to the switch, have the positive from the switch. All right. Let me finish this up. All right. Should all be wired now. These I keep saying broadcaster, Esquires look a little crazy when they're all wired up, right? Especially with the kill switch. And I have the treble bleed in there too. All right, so what we're going to do is test it out. Let me get this pickup and bridge in, and then we will make sure that everything is working appropriately before we button it all up. Should be, though. Looks to be right. I want to make sure I get this ground wherever it is going to make contact. I think I'm going to put it towards the back. Yeah, closer to a bolt, a screw, excuse me. All right, let's put these screws in. And we'll test it all out. All right. Button everything up pretty well. Let me plug it in, make sure it all works. Okay, let's see what we have here. All right, good sign already. Turn everything up all the way. Fantastic. Fantastic. Exactly how it should be. Well, I think that's okay. They make noise regardless. Okay, so I'm going to put the multimeter on it and make sure his kill switch is working. Kill switch is working fine. All right, let me put the multimeter on it and make sure that our split's working fine too. Okay, so yeah, we got a reading of 17. Oh, we got a reading of nothing because I just popped off. Well, hang on. And now stay on there. Alright, we got a reading of 1736. And let's split the coil. Goes down to 841. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we want. And 1646. And yeah, it really shouldn't read in this third position. That's a weird position. All right. Looks like all I had to do is put it back together, put the strings on it, put the knobs on it. Hang on, we'll do that. All right, I always do a quick check after I put everything back together. And yeah, we're reading 1645, 867. Nothing with the kill, so everything is working as it should. 1143. Okay, fantastic. And put the strings on. Okay, all strung up. Make sure everything's working fine. All right, it's all good. I just got to put the knobs on, and we are good to go. Thanks a whole lot for tuning in. I appreciate everything. Yeah, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, share, comment. Listen to Rifle every day. Rock on. Love one another.